Good evening, YouTube. Cars, how are you, mate? Congratulations, thank you very much, mate. Wow, this is an absolute landmark evening for me. We've had, it's been a day of firsts today. We've, I'm a bit giddy to be honest. I should have gone for a pint really, but yeah, a day of firsts today. We hit the magic number. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. And today I cleared my overdraft for the first time in 6 years. Again, mostly thanks to YouTube and the increase in work, kind donations from people and stuff like that. What a day! Wow, what a day! we got about uh, we got about six hours of filming done. Managed to do the live video before on the scan tools, which was a really good way to spend an afternoon. That was, and then I've managed to finish my patrons video, my toolbox tour video. Why can't I see chat? That's it. Yeah, managed to finish my toolbox tour for my patrons. So I've probably got about 4 hours of editing for that. So that'll be up. That'll be up 1st to 2nd of May. That will. That'll be awesome. So you get an in-depth look of what I've got in my van, what I use on a daily basis, and there was a couple of surprises in there as well. Rooting through me cupboards and I found stuff that I forgot I'd bought. What sort of a mechanic doesn't know what tools he's got? I'm like, oh, what's in that box? Oh, what's in that box? Yes, we had a oh, what a day! I just can't get over it. Yeah, brilliant. 1,000 subscribers, so that's me first landmark. So now I can start moaning about don't send me super chats and all that like another certain YouTuber. When I get to 80,000 followers or whatever it is. But hey, oh, never mind. Yeah, so oh, it brilliant. Really was brilliant. I've had another couple of new patrons today. So that's the icing on the cake. That's the cherry on top of the cake. That is loads of support. Hi Dave, thanks mate, thanks mate. I really appreciate that. No cars, I can't celebrate mate because of my medication. I can't drink very often, so I have to have a couple of days off the tablets if I'm going to have a pint. So I've got a nice cup of black coffee. that's that's my celebration. And then, like I say, once I've done this, then I'm upstairs then editing and get the videos edited. And I've got to. We've worked out now with the Discord how to integrate the audio feeds from the Discord voice chat into the stream, so we'll be able to do a Q&A. We'll be able to do Q&A sessions, live Q&A sessions with an audio feed from participants, which will be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to that and the potential that offers the channel. Because I can even bring in using the software. I can bring in wiring diagrams and a whiteboard and all that sort of stuff. So we can do real time Q&A, technical assistance and all that now. So we're just fine tuning that and see where that goes us. So we'll see where that takes us. It's just I can't believe it. I think my YouTube channel now it's only been running maybe 2 months if that, and we've hit 1,000 subs. Thanks in part to a lot of support from a few big names in the YouTube world. But mostly thanks to the guys, the guys that are hitting the subscribe button. It's down to you guys and all the encouragement you've given me. It's I never thought I'd be sitting here filming this video. I thought I'd get a couple of 100 subs and we'd be able to do a few videos, and we're at 1,000 already. So that's really good. We're about halfway. We're about halfway now to hours watched as well. You've got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours within 12 months before you can monetize your videos. So we're more than halfway. We've got the subscriber count now, and we're halfway through to the watch hours. So with a bit of luck, watch this space. It's taken 2 months to get this far. Maybe another 2 or 3 months. And get some. If I can put some decent quality videos out, we might get the hours watched up as well. Yeah. So it's yeah. I'm buzzing. I really am. I'm totally buzzing. So we've had we did the tool test today. We did the live video on that. The Citron Relay's a hard platform for generic tools. Yeah, hopefully I will. Yeah, I will, mate. We like I say that relay. It's a hard platform for generic tools because it's a mixture of all sorts of different systems from all sorts of different manufacturers. And my van is not well maintained. Let me tell you. There's a lot of truth in the old adage, never buy a car from a mechanic. I've been driving around on half a gearbox with no clutch for the best part of a year now, since I went to Disseth. Went to go see my mate Nige Cowie from Nige Cowie Diagnostics. And Disseth, the anti-English traps killed me van, killed me gearbox. So the gearbox is hanging out of it. The lights are knackered. I can't use the lights at night. They don't illuminate anything. They just show people that I'm on the road. It's a 2007 van and it's pulling nearly 3 ton. Chris, thanks, mate. Yeah. Do you reckon we'll hit 100,000? Not in my lifetime, I don't think, but we'll try. The main goal, to be honest, the subscriber count. That's that just validates your existence. That gets you on people's radars. But my main focus on doing it is just to share the bit I know. Your clutch has been slipping for at least 9 months, yeah, but I bet your clutch ain't pulling 3 ton every day, mate. It was actually. It was a very straight MOT. That's the one thing I'm a bit anal about that. MOT, it's the basic minimum standard, isn't it? So if your vehicle can't pass a basic MOT, then really it shouldn't be on the road. All these people running around with tickets bought with 20 quid on the visor and that, they're not on. Because if it can't pass an MOT, it really is a shed. And if it just scrapes through, it's a shed. And my van's a shed. Exactly. Don't buy my car off a mechanic. It's as simple as that. So yeah. But we had so I'm just trying to put a little bit back into the community. I can't afford an apprentice. I can't afford to employ anyone. But what I can do, I can share it through my training, through my YouTube channels. What do my Patreon subscribers get? Automotive Solutions. What do my Patreon subscribers get? They get basically in the Discord server. They get a private text chat room. They get a private voice chat room. They get priority access to me for technical help, most of which I don't charge for. So if they need a wiring diagram or system description, or they just want to talk something through, my patrons, they get me first. They get me before anybody. They also get starting from this month, from the 1st of May, they get guaranteed one patron only video every single month, and they'll also get, from the multi-part series that I'm doing, they will also get early access to that. They'll get access to those multi-part series a week before everybody else. Put the P codes in the title and get more hits. Yeah. I could do, but again, I don't really want. I'm not aiming to get Joe Public into the channel, if you know what I mean. I really am aiming to get technicians in there. Technicians in there that that want to invest a little bit of time, want to invest a bit of money in themselves, and want to better themselves. I don't really want to give silver bullets to Joe Public, if I'm dead honest. Job's hard enough. It's hard enough to put value on what we do. We're one of the most devalued professions in the world. Um, Cheers, Ant. Awesome, mate. Yeah, they did that. Yeah, the anti-English traps killed George Jag as well, didn't they? They did. Yeah, we're one of the most devalued professions in the world, and we shouldn't be for the level of investment we've got. So I'm certainly not going to go giving out, not going go giving out silver bullet to Fred in the shed or driveway mechanics or out like that. If you want to invest time and money and better your skills, then I'll do everything I can to help you. But I'm certainly not going to give you fixes. That's what Google's for. Um, and I do feel quite strongly about that. The only way we're going to build our trade up is by pushing ourselves up and making ourselves, valued. And we're not going to get valued by giving stuff away for now on the internet. So, a bit of a controversial. Well, it's not a bit of a sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. It's not a bit of a controversial subject. It's an extremely controversial subject. Um, and I'm on the side that it should be a professional profession for professionals that are willing to invest time and money. It's not for people that are going and buying an eBay socket set and an eBay code reader and stuff like that. That's not the audience I'm aiming for. So, yeah, any of you out there watching that's what you're here for. I'm sorry, but you might be watching the wrong channel. But if you want to better yourself, fire away, ask as many questions as you want. We've got, excuse me, we've got the Facebook group, Simply Diagnostics YouTube. You're quite welcome to pop in there, jump in there, join up. I'm approving everybody. There's absolutely no keyboard warriors allowed. Zero tolerance for any sort of harassment. It's literally one strike and you're out. There's no second chances. It's a really nice, positive community where people can come together and learn and gain from each other. So we've got that. We've got the Discord server now. All the links are. I've spread the links everywhere, right the way through social media. Patrons, if you go on the Discord server, make sure you identify yourself, and then I can give you the roles and the rewards that you deserve. And yeah, so aye, yeah. So I've got. Thanks, David. Really appreciate it, mate. It did. I tell you, mate. All them hours spent in the library at Harrogate, it really, really paid off for me and Gittins. Private joke there, folks, but those in the know will get it. But yeah, so yeah, I've got all this editing to do after. Sort me streaming kit out upstairs, and then tomorrow I'm doing the second instalment on the CAN videos, on the CAN networking tutorials. And then next week I'm going to start on the Common Rail Diesel series. So, and I'm going to try a lot harder to do a lot more technical videos. I've come in for a fair bit of criticism just lately that it always just seems to be me talking to a camera. But tonight, 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers, I thought I can't miss that opportunity just to say thank you to you all for your support. It really is. It's epic. It's it's one of my big achievements. Hey, Skull, how are we? Yeah, we're good, man. How's New York? Is it still snowing? Is it still snowing in New York? Cheers, pal. Really appreciate it. I'm laughing. I tell you, I really am. My adrenaline's running and everything. It's what a day. Is it 68 Fahrenheit? That's still not very warm, that though, is it? I don't think. But yeah, it was only last week. It was snowing, wasn't it? We've had a nice day today. It's been all right here. Clouded off a bit, but we've got another good day again tomorrow. So yeah, a lot more. Probably another 4 hours filming tomorrow. Um, yeah, about another 4 hours filming tomorrow, and we should be good to go. But today was fun. Like I say, doing that. Hey Joe, how are you, mate? Doing that toolbox tour today. That was amazing because I literally didn't even go into my toolbox. Right, that was white stuff on Monday. No way, it's not snowing on Monday. Can't have that. Yeah, my toolbox tour. I didn't even open my toolbox. We just did the shelves today, and it's still an hour long video. Yeah, but yeah. Oh dear, what a day. I might go back and do it. Actually, I might go back and do a bit more. I might actually open my toolbox tomorrow and do the second instalment. Hey Dylan. Yeah. So yeah, I found a few boxes there I opened that I forgot I'd got. So yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm seriously tempted to sell. I'm I'm seriously tempted to sell most of my hand tools. Oh, how much in my tools? I had them valued for insurance purposes about 3 months ago, and hashtag any hobbies. I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, so I had my tools valued about 3 months ago for insurance, and they put a conservative estimate on them at 160k. Um, yeah, it was a conservative estimate. So that provoked quite a heated discussion between me and the insurance company. But needless to say, with that valuation, extra measures have been taken, and word to the wise, don't go anywhere near my van. You won't enjoy what you find. So hobbies, yeah, as hobbies. I used to play golf, mate. I was an avid golfer. I was a crap golfer, but I was an avid golfer. Used to spend hours and hours and hours on the practice range with my wedges. I really, really enjoyed it. But then the old arthritis kicked in. I hurt my back at work, just turning round, picking a probe up off a trolley. Hurt me back, 6 months off work, and that triggered a immune response in my body, and it triggered arthritis and all sorts of stuff. They're trying to tell me there's all sorts wrong with me, but I'm not having none of it. So I basically now I can't even hold a club. I can't swing a club anymore. But that was me one real big passion was golf. So now the only thing I do, I can't walk. I used to like walking. Cheers, Greg. Thanks, mate. Yeah, Joe. It's dead easy to find, mate. Yeah, everybody knows where I am. All you got to do is come into Northwich and ask for the big angry lad with no teeth. That when the coppers come, they always send two vans and dogs. So, yeah, don't come my house. Oh dear. Yeah, but yeah. So I haven't. I used to really enjoy walking, high level walking, and just walking. I could do 10 miles without thinking of it, just as a short walk. And I can't do either of them things anymore now, which pisses me off a little bit. So now, to be honest, my hobby is YouTube, and it's my exit plan out of the trade. I've probably got 5 good years left in me. So my hobby now is YouTube and just literally just passing on everything that I've learned over the years to anybody who'll listen. They're my hobbies really. What's that? I just picked up a small portable pocket oscilloscope, mate. Once you start scoping stuff, it doesn't matter. It it doesn't matter what type of scope it is, as long as you're using it, mate. It's a brilliant scope. Joe, I'm what year is it? 2018. I'm 49 next month, mate. Yeah, I'm 49 next month. Yeah, but I'm bollocksed, basically. But yeah, yeah, so scopes. If it's a scope that you're using every day, don't let anybody, any of the tool snobs tell you you need this and you need that. If it makes wiggly lines, mate, and you can interpret the signal, go with it. Go with it. Ah, right. Ah, I see. You've already got the Pico. Hashtag Pico flu. Right, you just got the single channel, the small pocket scope. Brilliant. Yeah, I use my Veris. My Veris is a pocket scope for me, really. That's my first look thing, and then if I need to look at anything in detail, if I need to look at anything properly, a real signal that I need to analyse properly, the Pico comes out. Um, but my first look scope's always my Veris. Aye, hey up, screen's filling up. My dad's commented on my photo. Aye, so how long have we been working as a mechanic? 88. 88. I started out as a mechanic. I served an apprenticeship as a joiner. I'm actually an apprentice. I was an apprentice joiner. Served my time as a joiner, got my qualifications, and then decided I didn't want to be a wood butcher. I wanted to be a mechanic, so I went back to college and started all over again. Got my City and Guilds, my 381. Then I did my 383, my advanced craft. I got me welding as well. Was that my 365? I think that was. I can't remember. It's that long since I did it. Yeah. So, yeah. So I've been in the game a few years, but it's hard trade. This is for your body. All right, the U scope. Okay, that's the one that Paul Danner got into it, and he promoted that. Yeah, a good few months ago. That U scope, a great little pocket scope that is. I couldn't use it with my hands though. I need big buttons. Can't do small buttons. Yeah, I can't. I do small buttons now. Oh, bloody nose is driving me mad. I started sneezing before. I went into my van and when we were doing the scan tool thing, and I must have got a right good nose full of something. I don't know what it was. Foam off the seat. The seat base is disintegrating. That's turning to powder, and then the bloody fluff off the carpet and all that. So God knows what it was, but my nose has not been right since. Anybody'd think I'd had a Grandma Charlie or something. But so oh dear. So I'm slowly getting the hang of this YouTube lark and the live streaming and that, and getting to know what people like and what they don't like. So hopefully we'll get better. We'll get better as we go on. How many miles on my van? Not a lot, mate, to be honest. I think it's only done about 89,000. It's not done a lot of miles, and I only travel local. I don't do a lot of big miles in it. Changing Dag in the next 10 years, for definite, Stevie Peel tell you from Krypton Garage, for definite, without a shadow of a doubt, there will not be any room in anybody's toolbox for a generic tool within the next 5 years. So within 10 years, it'll be dealer tools only. Definitely dealer tools only, and we won't even be plugging into them. It'll all be done wirelessly. And it's Diag's just good. It's going to be science, mate. You know, you might as well, instead of having Joe's Garage on your label, you might as well have you might as well have NASA on your shirt. And that's what it's going to be like. Restricted OBD. OBD is only going to be for emissions related stuff. And to be honest, in 10 years' time, we won't have. I doubt very much there'll be petrol and diesel cars on the road. They'll probably all by then be hydrogen or hydrogen hybrids. we're not going to be using petrol and diesel in 10 years. I very, very much doubt that. Although saying that new the Bosch the press release that Bosch sent out the other day, that's really interesting. That is how they can use existing components and software. The Doblo's got 2 sockets, right? Yeah, you're right. But say, like I say, Bosch released this thing about the diesels now. They've managed to cut real-time emissions, so that's not done in labs. It's cars towing emissions testers, and they've managed to get NOx levels down to 10% of the 2020 targets. Well, I'm gonna miss that one then. I'm gonna miss that. Let me scroll back to the chat. How do we get the chat back? Steve, do you get LPG cars? We do. There are a few LPG cars knocking about. I bet it's probably 1%. 1% of the market, if that, is fitted with hydrogen. Fitted with LPG. We had a Diag hybrid. No, I've not done a lot with hybrids. I've seen a couple, done a bit on them. But again, there's not a massive amount where I am, and I've never seen a hydrogen car. The Miura or whatever, Miura. I'd love to see one of them. Right, compressed natural gas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Round here, it's petrol and diesel, mostly diesel, and to be honest, until this Bosch press release came out, I really thought diesels were dead, and I thought we'd seen the back of them, and I was very, very happy about it. But it seems not. It seems we've got them for a while yet. Right, you've got a lot in Holland, have you? A lot of LPG. Yeah, it's not a lot we've seen. We don't see a lot of them. Mostly the big 4x4s. They're the ones with LPG round here. Yeah, some really nice installs. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's the change in diesels when it went over to common rail and that. I think that knocked the LPG market on the head. Yeah. I'm surprised, to be honest. I'm surprised there's not more commercial vehicles with LPG, because there's plenty of room to put a tank on a commercial vehicle, isn't there? So I've got my old work shirt on here from Auto Electronics when I was there years ago. Yeah, you will, mate. Like I say, we're going to have NASA badges. We're not going to have Joe's Garage badges. Yeah, got my old work shirt on, sponsored by Power Probe and Pico and Snap On. But I've had to put a bit of gaffer tape over the company badge, because we don't want to be promoting anybody else's business. Do we want everybody to be ringing Simply Diagnostics? Modern diesels iron low temp PGR pressure the global is not getting complicated. They are. They're not getting complicated. They've got complicated. Even for competent garages, the risks of opening any system up on a diesel now. Yeah, vehicle security. Yeah, opening any system up on a diesel now is risky. You open the fuel system up, if it's not, clean room standards, you're in the shit. If you start pulling glow plugs willy-nilly, they break off, you're into big bills. Same with injectors. Where'd I get my my T-pins? eBay, mate. Yeah, just eBay. Just buy them in a bag of 1,000, different sizes. They cost pennies. They cost pennies. What was that there then? I missed that. Future technicians will have different profile. Hopefully, yeah. There's another post that's going around on Facebook now. I don't know whether you've seen it. There's a push in America to actually get motor vehicle technicians, just service techs, up to the rank, the equivalent of people that have got a bachelor's degree. So, if you're a qualified technician, you've got a degree. Um, yeah, anything that pushes the level of professionalism up in our trade and increases the value of the people that invested in our trade is a good thing. And anything that pushes the people out that won't invest, can't invest, or just don't care, there's no place for them. I've got no time for them. No, there's no place for them in the modern world. Certainly, certainly not with the level of time and energy you've got to spend learning, which never stops, and then all the tools that we have to buy. So yeah, I don't. 10 years, it's not going to be that long, mate. I don't think it is. Cars will be communicating to each other way, way, way before them, if they're not already doing it. What's the word? Surreptitiously. If they're not already doing it, the new ones. What's the view? We have or block exemption. See, Brexit has thrown a whole new can of worms in. Block exemption, right to repair, and all that sort of stuff. I don't know where we'll stand on it. I've not really looked into it. To be honest, I've been a bit of an ostrich on that. I've put my head in the sand, crossed my fingers, and hope for the best. Um, I think we need as much access to manufacturers' information and technology as we can get. I think we need the level of support from our governments that the states get on theirs. In other words, the state mandates you will give independent shops access to the technology. And I think our government should stand up to the manufacturers and say, no, 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 no. You can't have it all. You can't have all the cake and eat it. Because if that's the case, then everybody's just going to get these personal finance plans, and they're just going to lease it. So the whole car market will it'll disintegrate. No second-hand cars or anything like that. People will just lease cars for 2 years and then get a new one. And where do them cars go to then? Because if you think about it, if you're going to take your car into a garage and they're going to charge you 250, 300 quid to even diagnose a fault, there's nobody's going to pay for that, and they're certainly not going to do it if they're going to the manufacturers. They'll just take a 2 year. They'll just take a 2 year plan out. No, I don't think they'll even go to Africa because everybody thinks of it as a backwater continent. But you look at Rwanda now; it's one of the cleanest, most modern capital cities in the world. And it was only 94. They had the genocide. Their president and their government and their people, they've really, really brought that country on massively. So no, car sharing in the future, it'll have to get more. Yeah, all this thing with like 4 cars on the drive, one for each person in the family, that's got to stop. It's not sustainable. There's nowhere to park. When you're on the road, you can't get where you're going. 60% of the people that have got driving licenses shouldn't have driving licenses. They drive like bloody lunatics. And 50% of the 40% that are left probably haven't got bloody licenses anyway. So no, car sharing and public transport will have to. It'll have to improve. It'll have to develop. Because there's no room. They can't afford to fix the roads. There's no room on the roads, and when you get to where you're going, you can't park. So it's definitely not sustainable. The way it is at the minute. We've only got a finite amount of land. There's only a finite amount of public funding for roads, and they clearly think that there's better things to spend the money on than roads and public services and health service and firemen and doctors and nurses and police and that. So yeah. It can't continue at the level it is doing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I don't think it should be it shouldn't be a right to have a car. It should be a privilege. Um, Again, I've got quite a firm stance on that. For me, it would be literally you get three chances. If you get to if you get to three strikes on your license, you lose your license, and that's it. You're on buses and trains. That's that's one way to do it. That's way to get rid of all the middle lane hoggers, all the numpties in the outside lane flashing you 75, 80 when you're sat there 75, 80 and they're flashing to come past you. It shouldn't be a right. It should be a privilege to be driving. What was that then? I missed that again. 56. You'll be out of it all soon. You're doing better than me, Joe. I'll be out of it long before I'm 56, mate. What was that? If we could get one chance for one day to set up laws that will get through, what laws would I set up and change? Oh, that's a good one. Definitely, three strikes and you're out as far as driving. Um, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't reverse Brexit. I'd I'd scrap the House of Lords for a start. Um, I'd seriously um, try and find a way to rework our government and public spending and public funding. The benefit system would only be, for me, it would be for the elderly, the disabled, and veterans. And for me, everybody else, get out to fucking work. There'd be none of this. This people sat home, never done a day's work in their life, with a new BMW on the drive, with all the latest mod cons, moaning about how skint they are on the 600 quid iPhone. I'd scrap all that. It would be for the elderly. I'd really look after the pensioners. Um, think we should license the trade, Joe? Definitely, mate. Absolutely, definitely. Uh, I think that should be one of the biggest pushes within our trade. We should be pushing to have our trade licensed, and we should be naming and shaming the cowboys and the shit operators out there, and we should get them out of our profession, and we're the ones that should be pushing to have it licensed. What was that last one? What's coming next for the channel? Um, Next for the channel, like I say, live Q&A sessions, live technical support, Common Rail Diesel series. It's all there's a pinned post on the Facebook group of videos that are in the pipeline. But the way I want me channel to grow, definitely the technical support and the live streams. Because that doesn't take me out in the rain. I can do that when it's pissing down. You know what I mean? I want to do ride-alongs with people as well. I want to literally set cameras up in my van and do ride-alongs with other techs and bring techs out with me to see what I see every day. And I'm trying to build a profession up as much as I possibly can in the public perception of our trade. That's really what I want to do. I missed that one again. There's no problem with doing it on the phone, and I can't see the thing. If someone near to me asked for a day or two riding along with you, yeah, it would be. Ride-alongs are no problems. The only issue I've got with that is I never know what I'm doing from one day to the next. So if we've got a week full of shit work, you're not really going to get a lot from it. I'm not as lucky as people like Keith who've got a million customers and a million problem cars to look at. The scope for my stuff is, hi Mark, thanks mate, appreciate that. I get a varied amount of work, but I can't guarantee what I'm going to get. You did, mate. Yeah, you got a wrench. after today, there was all these comments flying, and when I finished my stream, there must have been 40 or 50 comments that were held back, from legitimate people. You know, there was no spam or anything like that. And I thought, I could do with a couple of blue wrenches in here, just to help, just to approve things and just to have a look at stuff, so I don't have to concentrate so much on the chat. Yeah, so yes, wield it well, my friend. Wield it well. Yeah, you're right, Dylan. They are the Cowboys, and we need to get them out. We need to name and shame them. Yeah, they're only there because we let them. You know what I mean? Do you reckon he will? Do you reckon he'll go mad? Well, Keith says he's a good lad. Keith Perkins says he's a good lad. Leon says he's a good lad. So in that case, he's a good lad. Wield it well, my friend. There's a few. Yeah, I've handed out a few blue wrenches today. I tried to give him. I tried to give a few more out, to be honest, but if your channel's not monetized, it won't let me do it for some reason. So there'd probably be more blue wrenches than normal viewers. There would, yeah. You know, the same thing with the Discord at the minute. There's more moderators and that in there than there is normal folk. So yeah. Aye. Oh dear. So so what anything else? Any other idea? Discussion topics? I can't wait to get this live streaming done when we can get audio feeds in. That'll be brilliant. That. Yeah, I can set it up now, Chris. Apparently, I saw a box before when I was on my PC, and it said enable super chat. But everybody I see that's doing the live streams and that, um, seem to have issues with the super chat and wish they hadn't turned it on. So I'm not really in it for the money. It's dead nice, but you've got enough ways to support me. I think you've got, this Patreon, buy me a coffee, PayPal. The three good ways to support the channel, and I don't know, somebody throwing a tenner on the screen and asking me a question, I think it'll take away from the stream. So I'm not going to enable it. As tempting as the money is, I'm not going to enable it. What else do we have there? We do. We need younger techs, definitely. Tips for doing well in this trade, has. Yeah, exactly, Spank. So I'm not going to enable it. Tips for younger people: watch as much stuff as you possibly can. Subscribe to Paul Danner, his premium channel. Buy his book. Look at people like Keith Perkins, Trained by Techs. Just absorb it. Absorb every single bit of information that people are willing to give you. Absorb it in, evaluate it, and then turn it into your own way of doing things. That's my exactly, Dylan. Never stop learning. Just look at everything and try and look at everything you do from every single angle, and grab as much known good information as you can. You can only diagnose a broken car if you know what a good one looks like. So, if there's a car driving down the road with three wheels, if you've never seen one with four, you don't know that the three-wheel car's wrong, do you? That's it. Yeah, test, don't guess. Go out and, shove your scope on it, shove your scanner on it, have a look, see what it's doing, and then move on to the broken one. To 5 minutes on every job. Just grabbing known good live data, so you get an idea when you go up to a Vauxhall Zafira diesel at idle. You want to be seeing 4 grams per second going through the math, for example. When you scope a fuel rail pressure sensor key on, you want to see it jump up to 1.5 volts, and then you want to see it at 0.5 volt at rest. That's the, you know, that's the sort of stuff. And then when you don't see that, it immediately flags, and you think, aye, what's going on here? I need to look at this better. Is my scope right? Is my ground right? You know, and you can go from there. But hell, I've been going 45 minutes already. What was that? I'm just a home gamer who works on his car on a flat parking. Mate, if you want to learn, you're in the right place. If you want silver bullets, you ain't gonna get it. But I tell you now, if you've got questions, jump in the Facebook group and ask as many questions as you want. Yeah, you're right. Probably a non-runner. That's factory fitting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think if you look at the people now that are on YouTube and that are sharing information, Paul, Keith DeFazio, Keith Perkins, Trained by Tech, Eric O, Ivan. It's a real shame Ivan's not doing Diag anymore, because I really enjoyed his viewpoint. Um, you know, there's a massive drive to share the information and to get the information out there to technicians. I think at long last, everybody's realised that the only way we're going to improve is by sharing. The days of one guy in the corner keeping all the secrets to himself are long gone. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you want to learn, you're in the right place. I'll talk to you all day long about testing techniques and that. But I ain't going to tell you to go and look at the blue and yellow wire on the cross member on a Mondeo when you've got no comms. Yeah, it is. It's paid by a lot of techs, but it shouldn't be. Joe, you should, mate. With your level of expertise on Vauxhalls, mate, you should definitely be on YouTube. Without a shadow of a doubt, mate. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, Paul Danner teaches me stuff every day. I still watch his basic. I still watch his basic day one videos. You can never stop learning from a guy like that. That's it. Never guess. That's it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. We've got, like I say, we've got a very, very strict rule on the Facebook group that I started. You know, absolutely no keyboard warriors, and there's no such thing as a daft question. Yeah, yeah, Chris, you're right. Even bad information is good information, because bad information gets you, you know, it gets you thinking, and you think, no, hang on a minute, that can't be right. You go back and you refresh your understanding of the basics, and then you know it's bad. There's only today, somebody tagged me in a post on Facebook, a book that had been released by a well-known publisher and a well-known company. It's been released since 2001. There's a typo in there for Ohm's law. It incorrectly gives you Ohm's law. And this guy, like I say, it's been in publication since 2001. And he popped up on me, he tagged me in a post and he said, well, have a look at this. And so it's been in circulation for 17 years. And and this young lad had spotted it straight away. What are virgins? If you're talking about virgin, I see what you mean, Ohm's law. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just remember it as VIR. That's how I remember it. What virgins? Then I thought you were on about virginized modules and stuff like that. Then it's a long time since I've seen a virgin. I'm 49 next month. Bertree, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then the other one's PVA. Power equals, volts times amps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. PVA, polyvinyl acetate, wood glue. Hey, Will, how are you, mate? Why haven't you got blue? I'm sure I gave you a blue wrench earlier today, pal. You should be wielding a blue wrench. I'll look into that. I'm sure I gave you a blue wrench earlier on today. Good, 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 good. I like your latest video. Yeah. See, Mark's got a blue wrench. I'm sure I give you a blue wrench, mate. I'm sure I did. Yeah. Well, I'll have to look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Programming. That's something I don't do a lot of. Like I say, there's good lads around me that I pass the programming work on. What was that? Thank you for your. All right. Need to come down to the States and do a collaboration with Keith or Paul. Funny you should say that. Paul and I have been talking. There's rumour that he may be coming to the UK, and if he comes to the UK, he wants to spend a couple of days with me, so that'd be awesome. Keith's offered me a job. I tell you what, if I wasn't a single dad and I didn't have a 13-year-old lad at home, I'd be on Staten Island right now. Yeah, Keith offered me a job. I'm like, I'm coming. Oh no, I can't. I'm a dad. Sorry. He is one cool guy. He is. He's awesome. The way he's just everything 1,000 mile an hour. So yeah, and I think it'd be really good for me if I did go over to the States. Um, it'd be really awesome for me because although the basics are the same, the basic principles, what a challenge because every single car I look at will be new to me. I won't know where anything is. I won't know where any modules are. I won't know how to use your information systems. How awesome would that be just to be thrown right in the deep end and say, there you go, Steve, there's 40 cars to do by dinner time. What do you mean you don't know what you're fucking doing? Just get on with it. Here's a coffee and a box of donuts. How cool would that be? That'd be brilliant, that. Well, then again, to go and work with Paul in the States at Rosedale Tech. How awesome! Because these guys they're at Rosedale, they're paying to be there. You're not going to get time wasters. You're actually, you know, you're already preaching to the converted. I, I just can't imagine a scenario where you've got all these eager minds just wanting to suck all the information out of you. Uh, Again, brilliant. So you could go from I don't know what I'd choose. Would it, if I had the choice of going to work at Rosedale with Paul or um, going and working with Keith, I don't know what I'd choose. Oh, it's Joe. Tech info so much better, mate. Code setting criterias, the way that they have the wiring diagrams, description operations, systems operations, and all that. We haven't got 10% of the info town that them lad that the USA lads have. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for Paul and Keith Perkins. The more I watch of his stuff, the more he grows on me. The more the Train by Text channel grows on me. This new diagnostic network thing that's sprung up, boy, that is going to be brilliant. If Scott Brown does that right, I've signed up to that as a founding member. If they do that right, that is going to change our industry. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, it really is. It's going to be brilliant. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah. So yeah, you never know. I might have to go to the passport office and get me passports renewed. I let them lapse years ago, but I might have to do that. I might have to take a trip over. Yeah. Whether they'll let me in or not's another matter. We do need this community, and this particular community, the Diag community, the training community. It's the strongest part of our industry. There's a real big push at the minute to empower the lads that are in the trade. So yeah, we do need this community. It's one of our best assets. It's awesome, and it's awesome to be a part of it as well. It really is. I think one thing I'm going to have to do though is set up a PO box, because I get quite a lot of private messages from people saying, "Oh, I want to send you something. I want you to have a look at this. Can I send you something?" And apparently, it's not wise to let people know your postal address on the internet. Um, I'm beginning to see that already now. Obviously, I use my personal Facebook page as a springboard for my business and to grow my business and my network. And already now I can start to see that that might have been a mistake. Um, yeah, I could teach at a local college. I mean, I went to Africa. I was teaching in Africa in a foreign language. I was teaching mechanics. So no, you're right there, Joe. Um, so I do enjoy teaching. And I get a lot out of it, and I could go to a UK college. The problem is the way that it's set up in the UK. It's all about paperwork and red tape and all that sort of stuff. Teaching is probably only 10% of the job. Um, so that's not really for me. That I don't want to be a pen pusher. You know, I want to share my knowledge. So I don't want to do a 14-hour day and only spend 4 hours of that 14-hour day teaching. It needs to be, if it's a 14-hour day, I need to be teaching for 12 and then admin for two, not the other way around. So um, I don't think that's going to happen. It's certainly it's. I've looked into it, um, but it's not the way. It's not the way for me. That I wouldn't last 2 minutes. Um, so yeah, I'd rather do what I do now, which is the on-site training. Going into garages and showing people how they can maximise what they've already got, and show them other ways of thinking and stuff like that. That's proving to be really, really rewarding. So yeah, if you're in the UK and you want some simply diagnostics style training, very off the cuff, very fluid. If you want some training, send me a private message and we'll set something up. Anywhere in the UK, it doesn't matter. I've still got 2 dates to fulfil up in Scotland. I've got two very patient lads waiting for me up in Scotland. Not managed to get there yet. Um, but we certainly will. I could just do with something better than my van to drive round. Oh, awesome. Joe, that'd be awesome, mate. It really would. I'm uh, I'm pushed for time, to be honest. Obviously, with the YouTube schedule and all that, and work as well. Um, it's hard to justify to move that way, that far away from home. Um, you know, and the costs are quite prohibitive. Plus, I can't really go in my van. I'd have to get a decent car to travel that far. Um, just probably hire one. But I will do it anywhere in the UK, and we'll try and get dates for training close together. No, I'd rather not, mate. Obviously they've contacted me privately. It's not all over Facebook. As and when I get there, if they want to film, I'll film it. If they want me to promote it, I'll promote it. But they're good garages. They're invested garages, but they've seen an opportunity to improve and to expand on what they're already doing and already knowing. So yeah, they're willing to invest. So yeah, and if they say then that I can promote them, once I've done it, then that's fine. I'll do that. But until then, no, it's a bit of a no-no. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah. Well, you probably will. I mean, it's Glasgow, isn't it? If it's anything like here in the northwest, everybody knows everybody in the northwest, and I don't suppose Glasgow's any different. There, cars, mate. No worries, mate. Anytime. Like I say, get yourself in the Facebook group, Simply Diagnostics YouTube, and ask away. Ask all the questions you want. Right. Well, that's it. We're up on the hour. An hour's a pretty long live video. So what I will say is, once again, to all my patrons, to all my subscribers, to everybody that's bought me a brew, sent me money to PayPal, thank you very much. Do you have a what's that? Do you have a self-set time frame for looking at a car? Yeah, I do. My standard fee is 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I know whether I want to get involved or I don't want to get involved. If I want to get involved, the maximum I will charge for a diag after the initial fee is 4 hours. If I can't find a fault on a car in 4 hours, then my customers shouldn't be paying me more than 4 hours, unless it's something that involves a lot of stripping down, a lot of panels off, seat removal, carpet removal, and all that. And then what I'll try and do then is I'll try and get the garage to remove it, or get the customers to take it to a garage to have that work, that work done, so it's stripped down ready for me. But the most I ever charge for a diag job is my standard fee for my initial consultation, and then 4 hours after that. And like I say, if I can't fix it after that, then shame on me. 4 hours at my rate, that's an expensive diag, that is. And there's very, very, very few jobs that I go to that take that long. Most of them are covered within the standard fee or the first hour. So again, closing off now. Thanks for everybody for your support, for your subscription. That I really, really do appreciate it. Thanks for my patrons, people that bought me coffees, people who sent me money by PayPal. I really do appreciate it, and it's not funding a lavish life. Bye for now. Bye bye.